This week, we're expecting some small chances for severe storms, a lot of warmer weather, though we don't go too far into that, with some, as we said, severe weather, main threats being wind and hail throughout much of our area, with chances throughout much of the week. Let's get into it. So looking at this map, we can see, pretty explanatory, we've got these above average temperatures throughout most of the country until you get more Nevada, Idaho, that area, especially above normal temperatures near Texas and New Mexico. And then here, there's slightly lower chances for that extreme temperatures. But then looking at our precipitation, we can see that for us, we have a more leaning above chance for higher precipitation than normal, with near normal being more really southern Illinois, most of Missouri. Now again, precipitation wise, we do have this area with higher precipitation. Chicago O'Hare is expected to see about 0.71 inches. That's above normal, with more north central Illinois having higher rainfall than normal. We do expect some severe storms this week too. There's lower threats for that, which I believe is on Tuesday is our first day. But that would be a marginal risk if that from the Storm Prediction Center. Moving more into Wednesday and Thursday. Thursday, this says, this is all in coordinated time, in like London time. Especially more western Illinois, you could see more of a threat. Chicago, Milwaukee doesn't seem to see too much. I'd say the main threat, actually Milwaukee you might. The main threat would most likely be about west. So in this direction, excluding this little purple area. With then, it lingers. And then again on Friday with those threats, we generally look for 1,500 for big storms. We're close to that, especially up north into this area. But this little area could also see some severe storms if conditions develop right. The supercell composite suggests more probably a wind threat, most likely, because the mid-level lapse rates, they're there to support wind and hail. Hail especially. At least in Chicago, you're probably going to see hail, wind and hail. The SRH also doesn't support too much for severe storms. The capping, though, is relatively super low. So there would be no reason to say there's not at least a chance of storms, because those temperatures are 92 in Chicago, 86 near Davenport, with the dew point being in the 70s and 60s in Chicago, but 70s throughout the area. That would definitely support some threat of severe storms, as well as this theta E. It's usually like the higher the temperature, the more likely severe weather is. This entire area could possibly see that. What I'm looking at is most likely Friday. I don't think we'll go live at this, like right now, but there is a chance that we do eventually go live this week. There is something, though, that I think might be able to prevent our storms from forming, because this is a high-pressure area. We can see this little ridge up there that usually sends signs of high pressure, with a dip here that's low pressure. And generally, high pressure comes with more nicer weather. It's not as stormy. You might see rain still, but we don't expect storms with that. Though there do seem to be some short waves. There's little dips in it. I'm trying my best to draw it with the pen. But those little dips could potentially cause that. It is known for those short waves to cause it. And then looking at our 250 map, this one puts more of the pressure systems up north And then our lower leveled wind speeds, there might be low level short waves. Although this is another interesting thing. Seems like that might be a hurricane or a tropical storm, potentially. Though it doesn't really. That definitely might be. I don't believe the National Hurricane Center has anything issued, though. So how accurate that is not very accurate at this time. And then just quickly showing those maps. Tuesday we don't see anything. Wednesday we don't see much. That's a very low leveled risk for severe storms. That is all for today's video. Please consider subscribing, sharing the video if you want other people to see it, or liking it. Sometimes that gets the algorithm to show us more